Hey everyone, and a truly special welcome back to Dinar Direct. Thank you for carving out this time today. I am genuinely excited that you're here because what we're covering in this video isn't just another piece of news, it's absolutely monumental. We're talking about the groundwork being laid for a financial revolution in Iraq, a systematic shift that could fundamentally transform how the Iraqi dinar operates on a global scale and, more importantly, how you as a holder interact with and benefit from your investment. This isn't just another rumor mill topic or speculative chatter we often see. We are diving deep, with both feet, into Iraq's ambitious, concrete, and officially outlined plan to go fully digital by 2026. This is a move posed to end the country's deep-seated reliance on physical cash forever, reshaping its entire economic landscape. If you've been following the dinar journey for any length of time, you know that modernization, real tangible modernization, has felt like a distant horizon for years. But now, 2026 is crystallizing as the pivotal year when theory turns into practice, when blueprints become operating systems. We're talking about the construction of a comprehensive national digital infrastructure, the deployment of secure, scalable transaction systems, and a complete reimagining of how value is stored, moved, and verified within Iraq's economy. This is the kind of foundational transformation that builds economies for decades to come. It doesn't happen by accident, and the fact that we are witnessing concrete, sequential steps being taken right now, legal frameworks passed, technology contracts awarded, pilot programs initiated, tells us with clarity that this is serious. This is real. This is happening on a scheduled timeline. So, whether you're a long-time dinar holder who has weathered the ups and downs, someone who's just getting started and trying to understand the landscape, or simply a curious observer of global financial trends, you are in precisely the right place. My mission today is to break down this entire complex evolution into clear, straightforward, actionable knowledge. No unnecessary jargon, no deliberate confusion, just the facts, their implications, and a roadmap for what they mean for you personally. Let's get started on this deep dive. Let's begin by firmly establishing the broader context, because Iraq hasn't just woken up one morning and decided to flip a digital switch. This transition has been a strategic, multi-year project quietly gaining momentum. The Iraqi government, in close collaboration with the steadfast Central Bank of Iraq and the consortium of forward-thinking domestic and international financial institutions, has been meticulously, brick by digital brick, laying the groundwork for this transformation. We're talking about sustained, capital-intensive efforts, upgrading decades-old core banking infrastructure to handle real-time digital transactions, training a new generation of bankers and tech personnel in cybersecurity and digital finance, establishing robust, military-grade cybersecurity protocols to protect national financial assets, and perhaps most crucially, creating and passing the comprehensive legal frameworks necessary to give a digital dinar the same weight, legitimacy, and protection. As a paper note, this is nation-building in the financial sector. Why is this immense effort coalescing now? The timing isn't coincidental. It's driven by several powerful, converging reasons. First and foremost is the paramount issue of national security and monetary security. Physical cash, for all its history, comes with inherent, unavoidable risks: theft, sophisticated counterfeiting, simple loss, and the enormous logistical and security nightmare of physically moving vast amounts of money across provinces. Iraq has faced persistent, costly challenges with counterfeit notes infiltrating its system over the years, undermining trust. Furthermore, the sheer economic cost of printing, distributing, securing, and replacing physical currency is a massive, recurring drain on national resources. A well-designed digital system dramatically reduces these vulnerabilities and operational costs from day one. Second, there's the transformative issue of transparency and accountability. Digital transactions, by their very nature, leave a clear, immutable, and traceable record. This creates a powerful deterrent, making it exponentially harder for corrupt practices, money laundering, and off-the-books economies to flourish. Conversely, it makes it much easier for legitimate businesses, entrepreneurs, and ordinary individuals to prove their financial activities, build credit histories, and engage confidently with the formal economy. For a country diligently working to strengthen its institutions, build international credibility, and attract ethical foreign investment, this leap in transparency is not just valuable, it's indispensable. Third, we have the compelling driver of pure economic efficiency. In today's interconnected world, speed is currency. Digital transactions settle instantly, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No waiting for bank branches to open, no standing in long lines for basic services, no days-long delays caused by the physical transportation and verification of cash vaults. For businesses, this means radically faster operational cycles, improved cash flow management, and reduced overhead. For individuals, it means unprecedented convenience, immediate access to their funds, and the ability to manage financial life from a smartphone. This efficiency lubricates the entire economic engine. And finally, there's the critical international dimension. As global finance accelerates into a digital-first paradigm, countries clinging to outdated, cash-heavy systems risk being sidelined, seen as opaque and difficult partners. Iraq's strategic move toward a sovereign digital currency decisively positions it to integrate more smoothly and securely with international banking rails, SWIFT networks, and global payment platforms. This facilitates cleaner trade, simplifies foreign direct investment, and builds stronger economic partnerships. This is about Iraq consciously claiming its legitimate place in the modern, digital global economy on its own terms. Now, let's pivot to talk specifically, concretely, about what this digital transformation means for you, the dinar holder. Because that's the heart of the matter for most of you watching this screen. This transition represents a dual landscape of significant opportunities and necessary, manageable adjustments. On the profound opportunity side, you're looking at a future system that is inherently more secure, more accessible from anywhere in the world, and potentially more stable due to enhanced oversight. Your dinar holdings could be safer from physical theft, loss in a disaster, or simple degradation. You'll gain the ability to manage, transfer, and monitor your dinar through secure digital wallets and online banking platforms, giving you a level of control and flexibility that was previously unimaginable with physical notes stored in a safe. The adjustment side is about evolution. It involves familiarizing yourself with new technology interfaces and new security protocols. If your experience has been primarily with physical dinar notes, there will be a learning curve to understand how digital wallets function, how to create and remember strong, unique passwords, how to utilize two-factor authentication, and crucially, how to identify which platforms and apps are officially authorized and trustworthy versus clever imitations. But here is the essential good news that should alleviate anxiety. The Iraqi authorities are explicitly planning for a gradual, phased rollout precisely to allow every stakeholder, citizens, businesses, and international holders ample time to learn, adapt, and transition comfortably. This will not be a sudden, chaotic switch that leaves people stranded and confused. It will be a deliberate, staged implementation, designed above all else for maximum systemic stability and minimum disruption to people's lives and assets. One of the most technically exciting aspects of this whole shift is the caliber of technology being implemented. We're not talking about a simple banking app. We're talking about a national financial infrastructure built with state-of-the-art, quantum-resistant encryption, geographically distributed secure servers, mandatory multi-factor authentication, and blockchain-inspired distributed ledger technology for verification and audit trails. Iraqi banks are investing heavily, partnering with world-leading cybersecurity firms to ensure that the digital dinar transaction environment is as safe as, and in many ways safer than, traditional cash-based or even current digital banking systems. This isn't theoretical. Testing is actively underway as we speak. Closed pilot programs are being run with select user groups. Financial institutions are working hand in glove with international technology partners from Europe and Asia to pressure test and ensure the systems meet global benchmarks for resilience and security. This will likely involve visiting authorized banks or designated financial centers where your physical notes and be professionally verified for authenticity, meticulously counted, and their full value seamlessly credited to your new, secure digital account. The security architecture being wrapped around this system is truly multi-layered. Beyond the core encryption, imagine biometric authentication options using your fingerprint or facial recognition to authorize high-value transactions, making unauthorized access virtually impossible. There will be customizable transaction limits, intelligent monitoring systems that flag unusual patterns like a sudden large transfer to a new account, and dedicated, trained customer service and fraud protection departments to assist users who encounter any issues. And fundamentally, there will be solid legal protections enshrined in Iraqi law, ensuring that your digital dinar holdings are recognized as legitimate property, fully protected and convertible. Let's calmly address the very natural concerns that arise with a change of this magnitude. One of the biggest, most immediate questions is, what happens to my physical dinar notes? The clear, consistent answer is that physical dinar will not disappear overnight or become worthless. During a clearly defined, multi-year transition period, both physical and digital currency will coexist and be legally recognized. You will have ample, announced time windows to convert your holdings at your convenience. The government's goal is inclusion and system upgrade, not to trap people or invalidate their assets. Official conversion centers will be established, procedures will be broadcast widely through multiple media channels, and support staff will be available to assist anyone needing help. Another common concern is about digital divide issues, internet access and technological literacy. What about citizens in remote rural areas? What about older generations who aren't comfortable with smartphones? These are valid, compassionate concerns, and the planning explicitly addresses them. The rollout will include nationwide public education programs, simplified user interfaces with large text and intuitive icons, and physical support centers in communities where people can get in person, hands-on help setting up and using their digital wallets. Furthermore, for areas with limited or unreliable internet, there are plans to expand broadband infrastructure and potential offer limited offline transaction capabilities that sync when a connection becomes available, ensuring no one is left behind. There's also the pivotal question of international recognition and exchangeability. How will foreign banks, currency exchange houses, and international trading partners handle the digital dinar? This is where Iraq's proactive collaboration with global financial institutions becomes critically important. The Central Bank of Iraq is already in dialogues who ensure the digital dinar will be recognized and seamlessly integrated into established international banking channels like correspondent banking networks. Major global currency exchanges and financial service providers are being briefed on the technical standards. The goal is to make holding and transacting in digital dinar as straightforward for an international holder as dealing with any other modern digital currency, removing barriers and friction from the process. Now, let's share some actionable timeline context, because I know many of you want to understand the pacing. While 2026 is the target for major public rollout, the foundational year is 2025, right now. This year is all about infrastructure hardening, large-scale staff training, expanded pilot testing in key cities like Baghdad, Erbil, and Basra, and the beginning of public awareness campaigns. By the first half of 2026, we can expect to see the first widespread availability of digital dinar accounts through major banks. By the end of 2026, the core system should be fully operational and dominant in major urban centers, with expansion the smaller cities and towns continuing methodically into 2027. This gradual, phased approach is a sign of maturity, not hesitation. Rushing a national currency transformation creates unnecessary risk. By prioritizing stability and security, Iraq is protecting the very value and trust in the dinar that holders rely on. So, what are the practical, concrete steps you should be taking as a dinar holder to prepare for this transition? First, ensure your current holdings are properly documented and stored with maximum security. If you have physical notes, keep them in a safe, climate-controlled place, and consider creating a simple inventory list. When conversion begins, organization will streamline the process. Second, start building your digital finance literacy now, at a relaxed pace. You don't need to become a coder, but understand basic concepts: what a digital wallet is, how encryption works in principle, what two-factor authentication means, and how to identify common online phishing attempts. This knowledge is power and safety. Third, this is paramount: stay informed through official channels only. As excitement grows, so will the number of bad actors. You may see emails, social media pages, or individuals claiming insider conversion rates or early access platforms. Treat these with extreme skepticism. Your primary sources should be the official website of the Central Bank of Iraq, announcements from the Iraqi Ministry of Finance, and statements from licensed, reputable Iraqi banks. If information doesn't come from one of these verifiable sources, pause and verify before taking any action. Fourth, adopt a mindset of patient proactivity. Don't rush into unofficial schemes, but don't ignore the official updates either. As procedures for account setup and conversion are announced, follow them carefully through the authorized institutions. Let's briefly discuss the broader economic implications, because they are profound and ultimately benefit all stakeholders. Shifting from a cash-heavy to a digital economy improves formal economic growth, makes tax collection more efficient and fair, simplifies business operations, and attracts foreign investment. For Iraq, reducing the shadow economy through traceable transactions could significantly increase government revenue without raising tax rates, funding better public services. For businesses, it means faster, safer cash flow and easier integration into global supply chains. For international partners, it makes Iraq a more transparent, predictable, and attractive market. There's also a powerful anti-corruption effect. Digital trails are formidable deterrents. While determined criminals find ways, it raises the cost and risk of illicit activity, creating a fairer playing field for honest citizens and businesses. I want to speak for a moment to the emotional journey. For many of you, this isn't just a financial asset, it's a story of patience and belief in Iraq's potential. You've held through periods of uncertainty. This digital transformation represents tangible, structural progress. It's okay to feel encouraged. At the same time, ground your expectations in reality. This is a process of modernization that strengthens the DINARS foundation for the future. It is a necessary step for long-term stability and integration, not a magic wand for overnight valuation changes. True currency value is built on economic fundamentals, which this digital foundation supports. For those who felt anxiety about holding physical currency, this shift to a regulated, government-backed digital system should bring peace of mind. Your holdings transition into a formal, legally protected system. Imagine specific scenarios. You have physical notes. You take them to an authorized bank during the conversion period. They are verified and scanned. The equivalent digital value appears in your app. You receive a receipt. The process is complete, secure, and documented. Or, You're a new investor post 2026. You might simply open a digital dinar account directly with an Iraqi bank partner online, funded from your home currency, never touching a physical note. The process becomes streamlined and modern. As we look ahead, monitor these key indicators: official CBI announcements, results from pilot programs, tech infrastructure news, and partnerships with international financial entities like the IMF. These are your signals of real progress. Above all, I must reiterate vigilance. The official transition will be public, clear, and conducted through licensed banks. There are no secret lists or insider rates. Anyone claiming otherwise is a scammer. Protect your information and your assets. So, where does this leave us? At the threshold of Iraq building a 21st century financial system. The digital dinar is its cornerstone. For you, the holder, it offers enhanced security, global access, and alignment with a modernizing economy. Stay informed through official channels, prepare your knowledge base, and approach this historic shift with calm, informed optimism. This is real progress, unfolding as a deliberate process. Thank you for your time and trust. If this deep dive was valuable, please support the channel with a like and subscribe for ongoing, factual updates. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss our continuous coverage. Remember, stay informed, stay patient, stay secure, and always verify. I'll see you in the next video with more analysis. Until then, take care.